Good afternoon, everybody. It's actually a privilege for me to be here at the AIA's conference and to be towards the end of the conference actually, because after all the veterans have spoken, I believe it is easier for me to make you understand what I have to say, and probably you'll be able to connect everything that all the veterans have spoken through my presentation. So, Compucare is in the business since over 23 years now, and our goal is to help industries upgrade to the latest technologies by helping them achieve high productivity targets and efficiencies. We provide innovative solutions to complex industrial problems, and as our tagline says, innovative people, innovative solutions, we like to stick with it. So, automation has been around for quite a while now. You can see a lot of automation or a lot of projects going on around the world, but when it comes to Indian market, it's a bit tricky. It is just starting to pick up in Indian market. One of the major reasons that we are lacking or we are getting delayed in the process is because of the awareness. But this does not answer the underlying question. How do we meet our real potential of manufacturing? Of course, using smart manufacturing techniques. Well, the answer is simple. Just keep doing what you are doing, but differently. Well, there are two things you have to focus on. First is, of course, optimizing your productivity, and the second is increasing your efficiency. Well, what is the difference? Optimizing productivity means put more efforts and resources in producing more stuff. And to increase efficiency, just reduce the number of resources that you are using to produce that. Well, let me explain this to you using 3 case studies. The first one is about an automotive component manufacturer. They came to us with a set of problems. They had issues with communications in production facility. The production line workers were not able to communicate their problems or issues on the line properly with their respective departments. Well, as a result, there was high breakdown times. And the management was facing a lot of difficulties in rectifying exactly where the leakages were. What exactly was the issue that caused a lot of delays in the production? Well, in all this mess, they lost a lot of production opportunity. They could have invested in producing more goods. Well, as a result, we were able to help them by using hand-on solutions. Well, this is basically a hotline for your industrial facility where it connects your production line workers to their respective departments. So it fills up the communication gap. But it's not just that. You can define a set of problems and set a resolution time that could be set to solve. So, for example, if there is a problem in quality and you decided that this problem should be solved in 5 minutes, and if it is not solved, the problems can be escalated, which motivates employees to actually reduce the breakdown times. And all this happens in real time. So the management can rectify exactly what is the issue going on right now and also take decisions on how to reduce the problems on the line. Well, as a result, our customer was able to generate the following ROIs. They reduced their breakdown times by 15 to 20%. They gained their production opportunity, so they were putting more efforts in producing goods by over 15%. They solved their production line problems 80% faster than what they were doing before installing the system. They could get to their root cause analysis with about 90% accuracy. And overall efficiency of the plant was increased by 30%. The second case study is about basically any manufacturer who is using CNC machines or any shoe manufacturer who has conveyor belts and wherever there is machine interface going on. The challenges one of them told us was that they had one production line worker always sitting and counting the productions. The owner found it very useless or not productive enough for the worker to just maintain a count register. They had 5 production lines, and half of all the supervisors working on these production lines was spent verifying the data that the production line worker was giving. And the data was entered manually with the ERPs. Well, it didn't end there. Production heads had to still sit and verify the data that was entered on the ERPs to keep it clean. The reports were generated after the shifts, so they had to retrospect whatever the problems were, or why the production was delayed, or why the targets were not matched. And the production line workers did not have any sense of hourly targets. So they were working as and when they felt like working. So a basic production monitoring system could be of use in such cases. A production monitoring system would save or literally eliminate all the time you need for data cross-verification. This is because it is connected with all your machines on the floor, and it directly sends the data from the machines to your ERP. Well, that means that you don't need that one person just maintaining the count register, and half of your supervisor's time is saved for cross-verification of the data. Moreover, you don't have to manually enter the data in the ERPs, which means very few or negligible amount of data entry errors. And this data is also given in real time. Of course, like other speakers told, that you get dashboards and reports in real time. This system is one of them. And this also means that you can take decisions right now and you know the efficiencies in your hands. One of our customers actually went a bit forward and used LED display boards to motivate their employees and get them to know what their hourly targets were. As a result, the ROI that this customer was able to generate from us was they saved about 5 to 10 people's manpower time. Their data accuracy was now over 90%. Their efficiency increased by 20%. And they literally eliminated all this data cross-verification times they spent. The workers' idle time was also reduced by 30%, which is also a major issue in many industries. Workers are sitting idle, doing nothing, or they are just doing their tasks slowly. So, telling them what the actual hourly target was made them reduce the idle time. In the third case study, you could relate to any SME manufacturer anywhere. Basically, wherever there is manufacturing, you could use this solution, and it's very well known, and we have discussed it already. So one of the customers was facing this challenge. There was a lot of worker fatigue due to repetitive tasks. There was labor dependency for material handling. So the laborers, of course, lagged off after lunch, and the work was not consistent, and as a result, the accuracy was not maintained as required. And all this was affecting the quality of the goods they were producing. Well, the answer, I believe you've already guessed, is industrial robotics. Industrial robotics, I would say let the robots do what they're good at. Let them do the repetitive tasks, and we do not have to interfere them, because they can do it at very high speed. This would reduce your dependency on labor directly, and you can define whatever your work, whatever you want using the robots, and they do not slack off. They can work 24/7 without getting tired, and they do not take vacations. That's the best part. And they are always accurate. However, there is a common notion associated with industrial robots, or any robots, that they are always very expensive. Well, we've designed a SCADA robot, which is specifically to cater the market of SMEs. It's nowhere closer to as expensive as you would be thinking. and of course not as expensive as what Karmit, ABT, KUKA, whoever has. But this one is a very simple model, and you could use it for your basic pick and place tasks. And not just that, you can do your circuit board soldering with it. You can do laser printings. All sorts of little tasks that you would want to do, you can do with such kind of robots. Well, we have currently installed a robot in an automotive part manufacturer's facility as well. The same one. However, this is not just a robot, it's a cobot. Cobot means a collaborative robot. And a collaborative robot is specifically designed to work side by side with manpower. So let me tell you about a research that MIT conducted. They found out that a production line having both machine and man working together is way more productive than a production line having just man working alone or having just machines working alone. So we believe that robots will not necessarily take away jobs, but they would help empower laborers to do better, and of course maintain the quality. And this customer over here was able to receive ROI that was like they saved 1 to 2 people's manpower time. Their productivity of course increased by 30%. Their efficiency increased by 40%, and the tasks were now finished 5 times faster. And of course, in all this, they always maintain the quality and accuracy. So the quality was doubled by the quality was doubled basically. And my dear friends, as already one of the speakers said, there is a ton of technology available in the market. The key is how and where you use it. And at Compucare, we help you find the answers to how and where. Thanks.
Thank you. Now, I call upon stage Mr. Baldeep Singh Power. He is India Head of Singex Exhibitions, the event arm of Singex Holdings, which is the wholly owned subsidiary of Temasek Holdings, a Singapore-based investment company.